Hello friends, in this video we are going to create your JavaScript project that is called Todo App. And if you are a beginner, you can watch this tutorial and you can learn about how to create Todo App and DOM manipulation as well as local storage. So here we are going to build this simple Todo App, and here you can see I have a one input box and one is add button, and here you can write our to do. So like write a script for YT, and here you can add, you can see this to do is added now, and you can add as much as you can. So let's create a video for YouTube. So and now you can see here is added, and we are using local storage, so our data is doesn't lost when we refresh the our app. So let's open this in other tab so you can understand better, and if you can see our to do doesn't lost. So and you can also delete. So let's start to create this one. Now you can see left side I have opened my VS Code and as well as my browser and the right side. So first we need to build our UI design. So let's build UI design. So we need to create two files. First is HTML for the structure and second is style file. So we can give the style how the elements look like. So here is the our index.html, and second one we can create style.css. So first I am going to write some skeleton, and here we can give the title to do app. Okay, and let's run this in the live server and open website. Now you can see here is our, and I cut all this recommended. Here you can see to do app now. And first go inside of this UI design, and here you can see one is heading and input, and here is the our list of to dos. So let's create all those things. So first I am going to take div, and this div I can give the class container, and here I will all the element of related to do app. So first I am going to take one heading, and heading is to do app. You can also give the class name, and you can also directly, but I like to process. I like to give class name. So heading, and here I am going to create one form, and this form class name form just, and here we can contain one input and text, and you can placeholder add to do, and I'm going to take class. So let's give the class name input add to do, and here I am also giving the name input add to do, and here I am going to take one button add, and you can also give the class name input add to do button, and here I am going to create one UL list, and that contain all the to do list to do and list. So let's style also. Sorry, there should be CSS file and not be. First we need to link our CSS file. So go link, and here you can see our CSS file, and let's collapse this sidebar so you can see more better. And here I am going to write our style. Here you can see our to do app, and first we need to this one you can see always in the middle, so we can use the container in the middle. So before that I am going to reset all the basic style of after and basic style of before. I am not using before and after in this element, so we can also doesn't need to reset, but I'm doing if we need it. And margin 0, padding 0, and border box sizing is border box. And here I am going to create some variables. So root, and here I am color busy, and busy color I have DBEA FEA. So nice. And second color button, you can use any color if you want. So I like 563 EB. So it look like something blue. And now I here you can see I have a rounded corner, all rounded corner exactly same. So you can also create a variable and you can use everywhere. And if you need to change, you can directly change here and it apply all the way. So yes, 0.5 rem, it is enough, and we can see later if it's not quite better. So here we need to write body, and here background color we can give the var color basically. And here I am going to use font. So font family, but I need to font otherwise sunset. And here you can see here is the background color, but font poppins doesn't apply because we haven't added CDN here. So let's go Google font, and here go, and you can see here's all the fonts, and you can search poppins and go here. You can choose the weight what you need, and here you can select, and here you can see I have already added poppins as well as some other fonts. Let's say 500 and 602, and here you go, and you copy, and here you can just paste. Now you can see our font should be applied. And also here you can see this font is something different, that is called Oswald. You can also add here go font and search Oswald. You can use multiple font at the same time. So I'm going to choose 6 and 5. Yeah, it's great. And now copy here you can see, and here you can paste. Now you can see. Okay, and let's select it. Okay, and let's select our container. I am going to give the maximum width of the container, max width, approximate 40 rem, and margin auto, and padding 4 rem top bottom and 2 rem left and right. And here you can see this doesn't grow after 40 rem. Nice. And let's display flex. Now flex, you can see there is simple same line. And here I'm going to flex direction column and gap 2 rem. Now it's looking this. Now let's select the heading. Okay. So heading, and so text center, text align center, and font family should be Oswald, and otherwise sans serif. Text transform uppercase. You can also write in uppercase, but I like to do CSS. You can set any text where it automatically do uppercase. And let's select the form, and form just give the display flex, and gap you can give the 0.5 or something. And let's select our input add to do, and here I am going to padding 1 rem and 1.2 rem something, yeah, nice. And font size, one rem, outline, none, and width you can give 100%. So nice. And border radius, we know our have border radius, so we can use this variable. And border should be none for now. Yeah, it's looking nice. And when we focus, we can also change the border if you want. Leave for now. Here you can see it's changing the border. Nothing. So we can leave that. And we can select input, add button, and padding 0 to border none, background color. We can give the background btn, and color should be a white, and cursor pointer, and font size you can give the one rand, and border radius you can give the border radius. Now you can see the button. Now time to create our list. So let's create the list again. So first we need to create here our list. So we can take one li, and here we can use one paragraph. And so here write a script for YT. So this is our, and we can take one button for delete. So this is the button, and here I am going to use. You can use any remix icon for that icon library, but in my favorite, I'm going to use remix icon. It is easy to use, so we can use directly. So here and go to GitHub, and here you can need to copy this area. So copy this area and just paste inside of head section. And now go and search close and something or delete. So here I am going to use this close, and then just visit something. Okay. So now you can see here, just copy this I tag, and we can paste inside of there. And now you can see. Let's give the style of to-do list. So go here, and first I'm going to do to-do list, and here list should the style should be known, and I'm going to give display flip, and select the direction column, and gap should be one right. So now here you can see, and now we need to select to do item. So to do item, and we need to add this class inside of our li. So now this one is to do item, and here we can give the style. So let's give padding 0.6 RAM, 1.2 RAM, and background I want white. So this is the background, and border radius we want our 0.5 RAM, and here we can give the flex and gap. You can give the one RAM, and here you can make this justify content, align justify content a space between. Now element you can see this one is left and this one is right, and you can also give the align item center. So next, and now time to create a style. our this button. So let's give the class to item delete button. So copy this and here go, and we can write here. We can give the 2.5 RAM width or 2.5, and here we can give height exactly same, so it looks in a square shape. And here we can give border 1 pixel solid white, and here we can have border radius. And now we can outline on font size 1.2 RAM, and you can also not looking quite good. Yeah, nice. 0.4 RAM, and cursor pointer and background color transparent. And when we hover on to-do list delete button and hover, and I am giving background color as something shade of gray. Now you can see it's looking gray. Our design is completed now, and so let's add JavaScript file. So go here, create app.js. You can also create a script.js, whatever you like. I'm giving a script.js, and you can add this script file here. So a script, and here you can write source, and this is our script file. Now here let's open console so we can see if we get any error. So here log, and here we can see hi. And now you can see this JavaScript file is working. So let's select first a form element. So const and form element equal to document dot your selector, and you can select by ID and class, whatever I am giving form. This is the name of our class name, as you can see here. Form class name is form. So now we select our form element, and we need to add listen around that. So form dot add equals listen, and whenever we submit the form and we receive the callback, that is yeah, and we can console this event. So console log and event dot target, and you can see, and we add, and now you can see the form is our page is refreshing now. Because of that, form has by default behavior, and we need to prevent that. So event dot prevent, and now we can search and we can see our form element. So we need to this form, and we want to value of this input. So we can do once, so input data value. So event dot target, and we can select element, and here you can select that element by the ID of class. So yes, we can give the input and to do, and here you can give the value, and here I'm going to console this inputted value, and now you can click my name Usman, and you can see here is the Usman. So and you can also see when click nothing print. So if inputted value is false, then this would return which doesn't do anything. If has, so let's create to do. So here I'm going to create const, and I can create to do, and to do is just create one object, and we can store one ID, and we can create random ID here, So random can be sometimes is same, but we can use something like new date dot get time, and I will convert this string. So this should be always unique. And here I'm giving the to do, and here we can give inputted value, and we can console that to do. So now we can write anything. So here you can see this ID, and here is our to do. And let's create one function, create to do. Okay. So here I'm going to create function, create to do, and this will accept to do. And here I am going to write. First thing I will do here, I will create one more function that is responsible for creating this UI. So here I am going to create to do item, but you can it also take to do as the argument, and here should be const. And so let's create here const create to do, and it also take, and we need to create our to do. So here I'm going to write const, and here should be to do item, and we can cut this item here from we can cut this one, and we can test here, and here should be give id, and we know our to dot id, and we can here use our to dot to dot to do, and you can also restructure here to do and id, so we can just try to id as well as to do. And now when we create this to do item assign here to do item, and we can inject this one here. You can see here this would inject this one. So we need to select this item to do list. So go here and we can go top, and here we can like to do left element and document dot your selector, and just select that element, and just we need to here to do list element. We can also do append, but when we use append, we should create a node, and let's try whatever. So to do item, and we can create add something. No, you can see, but our to do app doesn't add. So we need to here call create to do, and we need to pass to do. And here, so here you can see, here is a render as a text. So this, so we doesn't want to render as a text. We want to add as the node. So we can use another method here. We can easily insert as an HTML, and it takes two parameters. First is the position where we want to add. So here you can use before in, and you can try out other position, and you can see here, and now try to add. So let's try YouTube, and you can see our YouTube added as a node, and you can add as many times. But after we can add one to do, and this should be clear. So we can use here like a form element dot reset. Sorry, reset. So now you can add YouTube, and here you can add like building a landing page, and here you can you can't delete it. We need to add this functionality too. So let's add that one. So I'm going to create one another method. It's called const delete to do, and it also take to do, and here should be we write the our delete to do app. Here should be write the logic of delete to do. Before that, we are going to create so now we need to handle delete button. So we can use here we can use one thing like whenever we adding here and we can add the listener on that particular button. And also another method is called we can select all the delete button or the list and we can try it out. But suppose we have 100 of to-do list and we need to add 100 event listener and we need to delete whatever listener is clicked. So this is not a performance way. We can use here like event delegation. So that is pretty much good for performance. So here, how can we add? We can add the event on the to-do list. So here I am going to show. Let's write here. So to-do list element, and here we should add and click, and it will take one callback and console dot log e, and here we inspect the element and we can see here the console what is going to print. And let's try to add YT, and when we click here you can see whenever where we are clicking it's showing the console, and this is the pointer event. We can take the target, and so now you can add something and you can click it. Now we can click on li and we can click like delete button. Now you can see here we click I, and let's click this step, and now here you can see this we will click on button. So how can we do that? So here we can see delete delete button element, and we can select like this e dot target, and there is one message closest, and we can check like dot to do that item dot delete button, and now we can print this one here and see what will happen when YT, and we can add here we click we can see the null because we doesn't have any closest element of button, and we click here you can see this is the closest and we click on here and now it's targeting this button. So and we can take if there is no button we simply return it. If we have a button we just for to we can select the parent element. So here you can see this is our button and the parent element is li. So we can do here constant current to item element. So delete button dot parent element. Now just give the parent element. As you can see here now and say quantity and add, you can see here is nothing, and when click for we can see that is, and we just simply do current element dot remove, and now it's removed from the DOM, and now you can see right, and here we can click and you can see it's removed. So here is we can add any to do like building a app, and you can click it's working fine. But here we can see we doesn't have any local storage stuff. So let's add that one. So when we refresh the app, is our data still persistence in the local storage. So how can we do that? So first I am going to create one create to-do list, and this is should be add whatever we will add here. So now we need to do also add here to do list dot push, and whatever to do we can add here. And after that we can use local storage dot set item, and we can give the key of whatever you want. So like to do list, I'm giving the, you can give unique name and whatever you want. And here what should be, we can't directly store as object, we should need to pass our string. So json dot string key file, and is pass the object in a string, and we can pass our to-do list. And now we can go application and local storage, and here we can see what is that. Let's try Osman, and you can see here should be our, so now here you can see to-do list, and here is the, like, as a string I have a ID and to-do list, and you can refresh, and now here you can see DOM is lost, but our to-do list stays because we have saved the local storage. And now I am going to also, whenever we delete, also should be delete from the here. So let's clear for now and try to also that one, and we already write the method of here. So we just take to do and but const updated to do, and to do list dot filter, and here to do, and we can say to do id not equal to id, and here we need doesn't need to pass to do, and we can just pass id, and we can also pass the to do, and here we can write to do dot id. And so now we can update to do list and also update our to do list, and this should be updated to do list now. And we can remove from the local storage. So local storage dot set item, and we can to do list, and here we can copy exactly same, and you can create a helper function for that, but I'm not using directly here. And you can see now we are updating our list, so it will work. We need to just call whenever delete, and so first we are need to delete to do, and here you can pass our id. So how can we pass the id? So we here you can see we are setting the id. So just here you can create to do element dot id, and now it's pass our id. And now you can see smart and saved, and here is yt and also saved, and you can see here is the two object. Let's try delete, and one is deleted now. So it's working fine, but whenever we refresh, we lost the data. So we try to initial load and check if it has any value in the local storage. This just render the our list of element. So how we can do that? Let's create one another helper that is called init, and you can create any name of that, doesn't matter. Just const, and you can all to do all to do, and I'm going to use json dot parse, and here I can get value from local storage dot get, and here should be our key to do list. If doesn't have, we can just give the empty array. Okay, and now our rule is equal to all to do, and here we need to do list for each post and element, sorry, to do, and here we just create to do element. We not going to create to do, and just here pass our to do, and we can call directly here image, and whenever first time load, and it try to get all the from the local storage, but it doesn't work because we misspelled the our key. Now you can see our to do comes right away. So hit directly call it. I don't think so it is good to be, because if our DOM is not ready, it give some might be error. So we should use, we need to check at event listener if the DOM content is loaded or ready. So we can just call the init. So now we are able to perform any task, and now it's working fine. We can use strata notebook. I will go for a copy, and as you can see it's working fine, and when we refresh it's working fine. Let's add simple animation. So how can we add? Just create here a keyframe and ready just, and solo question. So opacity is 0, and transform translate f minus 1 run, and you can write directly like this, colon then 0 and 1 run minus, and we can call this animation into duet. So animation 0.4 seconds, and you can, yeah, nice, you can see it's working fine. And you can also do from, if you want to from left, so just like that, and you can, so now write a book, and you can see yes, guidance flow left, and you can use another timing like cubic dash here. So here is some suggestion, so I'm going to use this one, and now you can hey, and now it's added. So I hope you learned something new, and we will meet you in next one. Bye.